There's no work for me there. I'm not, guys, I'm not going to go get a job. I don't need a job. I have work with my dad. My bills are not extreme. I can just chill. I have worked enough in my life. And that statement is designed specifically to enrage the people that hate me. Because as far as I can tell, their biggest problem with me, which is wild because they are also perpetually unemployed, which they're not really unemployed. They're all employed, 37F, psychological operation. They are designed to get inside my head. And the whole posting images that are from Google searches of properties attached to my name in some capacity on Google and using them for thumbnails and using my full name all over YouTube and doing, it's all designed for psychological demoralization and control. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm going to continue to get on here and stream until I hit $100, and that's how I'm going to make my living. Period. I haven't done anything illegal. There's no terms of service that have been breaking on Kick. I've been completely compliant. I'm very anti-violence. Every chance I get, I tell people, do not hurt anybody else. Do not call to violence in any way. There's no case. There's nothing. These people have nothing. They've trudged up old Twitter feeds and old writing from years ago, and they're using it as some kind of gotcha. And I had an epiphany last night about them. It's actually kind of pitiable, because the narrative that they were spinning about this certain thing that was like this super gotcha they got on me. And even so, gotcha for what exactly? I never purported, nor did I ever claim that I was any kind of red pill advocate or any kind of like men's rights advocate in any way. I simply stated I wanted to get laid as a result of my online presence. That's what I had stated. That was a stated goal. And they're using this writing, which if you read the piece, it's actually about me mourning a old relationship and realizing that people move on. Nowhere in the piece is anything about the accusations that they're making. They have nothing, basically, is my point. They have literally nothing but their own hemming and hawing. They're fake, gay, insignificant, and they're nobodies. You have nothing but your shitty little edits and your really bad graphics. You have nothing, period. And they make claims like, oh, he said his last name a million times on different streams. Not once. I've actually been very careful not to say it, because I guarantee you if they tried to pronounce it, they would get it incorrect. I can't believe YouTube allows that stuff. I can't believe YouTube allows the shit that I see on YouTube. The shit I see lets to be got away with on YouTube versus what I got hit for is it's actually, it made me mad at first. There's that righteous anger of this is wrong. Like this is from a rational, moral rationalist perspective. This is wrong. Like what's happening to me with these doxers. It's illegal. It's wrong. They're using it for terroristic threats. I do feel harassed. I feel intimidated. I feel directly mentally, my mental health is affected by the direct acts of these people who get to hide behind anonymity. My mental health, the perceived safety of myself and also my extended family is affected directly by the actions of these doxers who are hiding behind anonymity. I'm documenting everything. Don't worry. Everything is documented. You have nothing but your grievances with me, which are flim-flam and straw man at best. And you just didn't like the fact that I was able to make the money I made talking into a microphone on my nightly radio show. Yeah, I agree. There should be some kind of punishment. Pearl clutching is the bless your heart mentality. The yeah, there's no, they have nothing. Period. But they're feminist fucking intimidation. And the thing is, Firebrand88 makes a incredibly accurate point here. It would not matter if I was on a job site for long enough, if I was in corporate America again for long enough, if I was fucking putting the fries in the bag at Mickey D's, this same kind of reputation damaging behavior, intimidation, populism, what do they call that? Popularity contest, drama queen bullshit happens everywhere. This is just what comes with the territory of making my money on the internet. Yes, I'm very aware that there are multiple YouTube channels, Torgo, that are set up with my full name. I'm very aware. YouTube won't do anything about it. I have sent multiple privacy complaints through YouTube. I'm documenting all of this. I think that I have... I'm documenting everything. I'm very aware that they are doing everything they can for psychological terror, direct psychological terror of me, intimidation, coercion, which is illegal. And quite frankly, I got to be careful how much I say, because let's just put it this way. I'm documenting everything. So their stated aim in their comment sections on their little Hugbox channel they all hang out at, their stated aim is they want to get me to crash out so hard that I end up in handcuffs, which sounds about right. Yeah, guys, I don't know who that is. I don't. Yeah, and I think if YouTube, if somebody, what's amazing to me is that the truth of the matter is, if somebody big enough and with deep enough pockets wanted to, there would be such a massive class action available against YouTube. There'd be just discovery for years. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Twitter did not get better. I got suspended yesterday for 12 hours. I couldn't use the platform for an entire 12 hours. Yeah, guys, I'm stop messaging me while I'm on stream, okay? I can't take the little beeps in my fucking ear, all right? It's too distracting. I was lucky to get my fucking money moved for the taxes today, to be honest with you, because I have been forgetting about that for days. And I finally remembered and finally was able to get into town to physically, because you have to go into town to do it, because there's no way to transfer it from a business account to a personal account on the internet. So you have to do it online or in person, which is fine, except I was there at 2:30 in the afternoon, and it was just is misery to stand there, because they got like 6 people behind the counter, but they got one person that's able to help anybody with anything, and everybody else just standing around there. We're just going to stand there and just not do anything. Okay. And we're just going to, all these women are just going to casually just keep looking at me. Just keep looking at him. Keep looking at him. Let's just keep him fucking standing there in the goddamn aisle with all these other these and everybody in there is black and fat and just yeah, at least I'll say this, the DMV here in town, because it's right over here and it's lickety split. The DMV, I do not know what happened, but Miami County DMV, you go in there and it's like they like grab you when you open the door and you're done in like 5 seconds. There's no wait ever since they built this new building. And they always have like 50 people in there that are like hopping at the bit to help you. Every time I go in, it's amazing. It's amazing. And you get these like bright, bubbly little like 22-year-old girls that are like, hi, I can help you over here. And I'm like, yes, you can. It's like what you imagine Hooters would be like. And
I need some bread.
Like these farm girls that are just and they all have giant rocks on their hand. And it just I love going to the DMV now. I love it. And yes, I'm aware that that Big Mike is streaming and his what do they call that? Sugar baby. I emailed him. I told him, you really better distance yourself from the people in your chat because it's only a matter of time before they fucking turn on you. It really is only a matter of time. I do actually like going to the DMV now because it's generally younger women and they're actually nice to me in there. The other thing that gets me is people think it's weird when I said I enjoy interacting with females and like checkout clerks or whatever in that capacity, because I was trying to relay the concept that that's an interaction with another person I don't otherwise get to have. And it's like, nope, can't do that. Got to make fun of him for that. All right. I don't really want to watch this stupid. I don't want to watch this. I clicked on this because gooning, and yeah, I'm not watching this. I'm not watching this. We already watched Nicole. This girl has 140,000 subscribers anyway. I'm not going to bother with that. We have Shelby in her fake wolf painting. 42 comments. Brutal. Do you write all your own scripts? This is institutional gaslighting. We might get to this. We might not. I haven't decided yet. Everything they are telling you guys, Gen Z, every single thing they're telling you, they barked at millennials nonstop 15 years ago. When I graduated college, oh my God, you would have thought that I was like the reincarnation of Hitler in the workplace. I moved to New York and I started working at Scholastic, like an actual office job instead of just like a $32,000 a year startup job. But
I need some bread.
And you would have thought that I was like I said, was like killing puppies or something. Everyone hated millennials. Hardcore. 2011, 2012, 2014. Any bar scene, they just constantly making fun of you. Constantly making fun. You're lazy, entitled, don't work, don't know how to socialize. You have pubes on your face. You're this, you're that. They hated millennials. Every article, everything. But if you go back to Gen X, it was the same story. And then you go back, somebody pulled, I saw it on Twitter. I didn't save it down. I should have saved it down. I didn't. Somebody pulled a like pulp magazine from like the 60s called Baby Boomers. And it was like, will they survive? Will they have as much money as their parents? How will they ever make it? Because quite frankly, I went through it and I'm still going through it for the most part. I mean, according to certain people's litmuses, I am a complete loser. I am a complete narcissist, entitled, dry drunk, who's just perpetually enabled and failed to launch, never accomplished anything. Just a navel-gazing little petulant, goddamn Cartman little fuck who sits and whines and begs for money all the time. But then you also have to realize that all of that is just media narrative. It's just what they want you to think about yourself. Well, are you not entertained, Maximus? Contract's broken, but if you're a guy and you complain about that, you get thrown off YouTube. The mob. See, what happened was the AI NPC CIA NGO funded and inspired and perpetrated mob came after me, and they got enough of a groundswell of grassroots perceptual persuasion. That is to say, they convinced enough people to board on the hate bandwagon, and they ran me off YouTube. So A7, I will say this. It's absolutely correct that they are giving Gen Z shit constantly. Actually, let me read what you said. Conversations feel strained as life grows tougher. Yeah, it's really hard to come up with something to talk about when you're thinking
I need some bread.
About the simple fact that you don't have any food. You can't afford food. Like, what did I open this show with? I talked for like 10 minutes about Little Caesar's $6.79 pizza. Like, the only thing that's on my mind is money.
I need some bread.
And some bread. And some booty. My generation faces challenges, and if you're Alpha's future is even bleaker. It feels pretty damn bleak right now. It does. And I will say this. James Brannick with the rage quit. Thank you. We'll get to that. Yes, we'll get to that. A7 Dimensions with the rage quit. Our generation thrives on constant evolution, adapting to tech changes every few years, unlike past ones where tradition sufficed. You know, I'll challenge you on that. I will challenge you on that. Hold on. God damn it, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry, this thing is like blasting in my ears. I have too many things. All right. Anyway, there is that aspect to it where everybody is so completely atomized and there is no shared culture. So it is very, it's too, it's a hydra. You know what I mean? It's like you can't, it's like trolls. It's like trolls. I'm never going to be able to stop people making YouTube channels with my name. I was under the assumption that there might be some semblance of privacy or expectation of quorum or respect on towards my family. People are bastards. And they're just assholes. I'm not going to be able to do anything. I can't do anything about that except collect evidence. And not give them the satisfaction of what they want. Period. Every possible insult you can think of has been lobbed against me, simply because I wanted to talk on the internet and ask for donations. That's all I did. Try to laugh and have a good time for a few hours, provide a place for people to come and gather and hang out. But I'm a vile, horrible, evil piece of shit person. Shit tier person, as they say. Okay. So, I'll say it again. The fire in the front of the store and the culprits are running out the back door with the money bag under their arm, with the money bags under their... No, it angered me to see it too, and that was the point. First they tried to basically sow discord between the two of us, and then they basically try to sow jealousy on my part towards him. Everything they can do to just put as much discord as possible into my existence. There's a lot of fan fiction about me. They took my livelihood on YouTube away, and they are doing everything they can to. Yeah, I don't have fuck you money, so there's that. And then the insults about the real estate, about how, well, if he would have just invested that money, he wouldn't have two unsellable shit shacks. He'd have $250,000 in investments. You sure? You sure about that? I can't eat or live in an investment. Everybody and their cousin and all these fat dweebs on the internet all have an incredible amount to say about me. And I've read through the comments. It's amazing fiction. Let's just put it that way. It's actually amazing fiction. They've claimed that I've said things I haven't. They've claimed that I've done things I've never done. It's amazing. Yeah, guys, we don't need to spend this entire chat talking about this. I'm very aware that evil people are doing everything they can to make me want to off myself. That's the end goal. They've stated as much. They want that, or they want me having a meltdown so bad that I get taken away in handcuffs. And every single one of their little concern trolling things, this guy tagged me on this little stupid essay he wrote. AI wrote. This fucking essay he supposedly wrote this morning. And all through the thing, it's like, Ray's not a bad person. He just needs help. They always sprinkle in that little medical pharmacopoeia call to action in there. You need help. You need help. They did the same thing with Britney Spears in the early 2000s. If you remember, this is the same COINTELPRO op that they ran against anybody who was not going along with what they wanted to have happen. Because I wouldn't plug into the antinatalist, red pill, hedonic treadmill, occultic fucking manosphere grift. I wouldn't stay in my lane. I colored outside the lines a little bit too much. And that was my biggest sin, was saying that I had some expectations for all of my suffering.
Yeah. I actually kind of had an exorcism, Michael, under the influence of ayahuasca.
Oh my God.
Raymond said on his stream that he touches himself at the kitchen table. Dude, why? It's not even disabled. I'm just tired. He had a homestead, Ace, and he had a horse named Loki.
Okay. I'm going to have to fill my second page.
He lived in El Cajon, so he had kind of a horse farm.
Guys, you know what this means?
Shepherds as well.
I gotta find it. Oh my God, I gotta pin it to my fucking Twitter, because every day I want to play it and I can't find it because it goes farther and farther down. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. He was 60, she was 28. he got her high, and then she got high, and she got fucked. All right, I got to add the audio players.
I'm not going to even look at Raymond's new hair. He's so insecure that he has to put a wig on. That's ridiculous.
All right, this one might be juicy.
I'm dependent on my mommy, and she pays my bills with my dad's money.
Bro. All right, we might end up with a bunch of super chat fucking stuff here.
Raymond said on a stream that he touches himself at the... I'm dependent on my mommy. Raymond said on a stream that he touches himself at the kitchen table. Dude, why? It's not even disabled. I'm just tired. Yeah. I actually kind of had an exorcism, Michael. Under the influence. At a homestead. And she just
masturbating.
I'm just tired.
Here's what I said. I said I was furiously masturbating. I said I was furiously masturbating on a Saturday night after not doing it for 12 fucking days straight. I was all horned up and pent up. All right? Get it right. And you think you can shame me. I know that all of you people who think it's some kind of own. Oh no, Raymond talked about masturbation. Oh my God. All of you people, you don't even talk to women. I forgot. That was my big gotcha. Thank you, Fish Mittens. Thank you, Fish Mittens. Really appreciate you. Hey, I sent you the, you haven't been getting high since January? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I am going to have to put images on this stuff because I'm going to forget. Oh, my.
Said on a stream that he touches himself at the kitchen table. Dude, why?
That's what I was going to talk about.
I'm just...
I had an epiphany last night when I was looking through all their comments and everything, when they were trying to make fun of me for that article I wrote 15 years ago. Drunk off my ass, by the way. About, like, they're trying to weave this into some narrative about me. Some, like, gotcha narrative, even though I never purported to be any kind of red pill anything. In fact, I can't stand most of red pill anything. And they keep trying to say that it's some gotcha. And then I realized, because I was reading through the comments, I'm like, none of these guys have ever actually talked to women or it really ever interacted with them in a capacity beyond the checkout clerks. Like, because I wrote, you know, I reread it and it was like, yeah, it could use some editing. It could use some embellishment, a little bit of an alliteration. It's very descriptive instead of like artistic. It could be better. It could be more concise. It could be a better piece of writing, but I wrote it drunk off my ass 15 years ago for a blog. You know what I mean? I have Twitter accounts I don't know the passwords to. You're going to go find those? They're full of me seething at the bar about hot couples coming in and sitting down within earshot of me. It's almost like I've been the same person this entire time. Is that some kind of gotcha to you? And again, that just shows you how irrelevant these fuckers really are, because I had completely forgotten about that point in general. But basically, I realized these people in this little hug box over there on that page, they've never actually been with women ever. Because, you know, at a certain point you do have to realize that, like, if you love someone, sometimes you have to give them away. You know what I mean? You have to accept that they left and they're no longer interested and it didn't work out and they moved on. Like, that's a natural thing to... That was what that was about, was coping with that. And if you can't see that, I don't know how to... You've lost a piece of your humanity. And one thing I realized is that I've allowed YouTube, red pill, manosphere bullshit to take a piece of my humanity away from me. And of course, they spin the narrative all the time. Oh, he hates women. He's just this hateful woman bashing. He hates women so much. And even that comment on that one chick's, oh, you made fun of her for being fat your entire stream. The stream was 8 hours long, first of all. I made a comment about the weight and about dieting. That was and I actually was trying hard not to make jokes about the weight. But, narrative spinning is narrative spinning, and they'll do whatever they can to make sure that they psychologically terrorize you, because that's their end goal, is to make you feel and second guess of what you've said, make you doubt. That's the gang stalking operation. That's the gaslighting operation. That's the psychological operation, is to make you doubt. But I know what I said. I know what I said. I've said it before. I really do mean this. My biggest regret in life will probably be not having children. At this point, it feels like it's pretty impossible. And I'm not going to sign up to be a stepdad. It's not happening. It seems pretty far away. It seems like something that's probably not going to happen. And I have 41 best years. There is a level of analysis where you look at the past, and I look at age about 18 to 22, 23. About 18 to 23, I think, is when I was actually in long-term relationships. Because there was one that was like 2.5 years, and then there was a 6-month of nothing. And then my second girlfriend was like the last year of college, basically. It was a 1.5 years we were together, on and off. You know how that goes. So it's nobody wants a memory chip reminder of someone's what could have been. Yeah, it's hard to deal with what could have been. It is. Current dating landscape, when you look at it, it's like the dollar. When you look at, what's her name? Catherine Fitz talking about hedge fund managers, talking about retiring the dollar system in 1997. And then you look at the last 30 years and how it's panned out. And then you look at it through that perspective. Every single thing that's happened in the last 30 years makes perfect sense. They want the dollar to go to zero. That's the plan. They want no family formation. That's the plan. They have flower grandmas now at weddings. On Saturday, they had the grandmothers doing the flower girl thing. There weren't any grandkids. I think there was like 2 children there. Total at a wedding. Children of men, they have to show you before they do it. Endless videos of affluent, white, liberal women sitting in their luxury apartments, bitching about their breakup and they lost their job. I don't know who this person is, but she popped up in my feed. You have women, endless talking head videos, life with no friends, no kids, no marriage. It just 33-year-old professional writer. God. Yeah, she's peak New York. 33, How I live on $3,800 a month as a freelance writer in major debt. Jesus. Holy shit. We might have to watch this girl. But James, in all seriousness, I know I'm not being the most articulate. And I know that I might be a little scatterbrained because I'm distracted with other things. And quite frankly, it's like balls hot in here right now. It's so fucking hot and like clammy, sticky, nasty. And I'm just like breathing in heat, basically. I didn't stay for the I didn't stay for the reception. They were going to have the food at like 6 o'clock, and it was like 5, and then everybody was just at the bar getting drunk immediately. And I was like, I'm not staying for this. I'm not doing this. Are in America. There's 48 million single adult males in America, ma'am. 95% of them aren't getting laid. Okay. The cow gets 1 press. The round bird gets 1 press. The elephant gets 1 press.